Hello everybody. Today we have some card magic tricks for you. This video will be a little different. I'm going to be trying the trick and then I'm going to be showing you how it's done for this video. If you like this style, let me know in the comments below. Or if you prefer having me just do tricks and not reveal how they're done, let me know that as well. But for this video today, we are going to be doing the tricks and then revealing how they're done. So for this trick, I guess I could have just left the cards spread out, but for this trick, you will pick a card. Why not? Let you see the card there. And while you are doing that, I will put some cards down and you just tell me when you want to get it lost in the deck. So I'm just going to put down, it don't really matter here, just put it down, put some cards down, and let's say you want me to stop right there. So I'm going to have you put that on top, and believe it or not, your card should be the only card in this deck that is flipped upside down. I bet you don't believe me. Well, let me try to spread out these cards here. And is that your card? No, it's not your card. Well, maybe it actually tells me where your card is located. So if there's 5 here, let me count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that your card? It was your card. And on top of that, not only did the only card facing up tell me where your card was located, it also found all the aces. So this is it doesn't require much setup to it, and I mean you can, like I said, with a little bit of setup, this one's pretty straightforward. So all the cards in the deck really are in a random order. The only cards that you will mess with is the 5 and then 4 aces. So with this, at the very bottom of the deck, so again, these cards are truly in a random order, doesn't matter, but at the bottom of the deck, facing up, will be the 5, and then the 4 aces will go on the bottom of that. So it will look like random cards, random cards, random cards, until you get to the 5, and then the aces. So with that, like I said, you start off, you don't want to fan too much because then you'll reveal the 5, but just start off, I'll see, even I revealed the 5 there, but start off something like that, and it truly is purely a random, just pick a card. Was that the same card I picked last time? What are the chances of that? I'm wow. Okay, well, I'll pick a different card. Well, maybe that was actually secretly a trick. Maybe that wasn't random. What are the chances I pulled the same card? Alright, we'll just do the 3 parts this time. So, while you are looking at the card, I'm just placing cards down, and you tell me when to stop. So let's say you said stop there. As long as, obviously, they don't get to the bottom of the deck, you're fine. So you put your card on top of this pile, and then this is where pretty much the trick happens, is the 4 aces and the 5 are now being placed on top of your card. So then from here, you do the reveal. oh, the 5, yeah. But you've already set up the 4 aces and their card. So, like I said, if you do like me explaining the tricks, let me know. If not, I can just do a video of just pure card magic tricks. So now, on to the next one. Alrighty, so for this next trick, we have a deck of cards. All of the cards are facing down this time. And how this is going to work is, works better with a person, but me and you can still do it, is I'm going to take these cards and just start dealing them face up. And if you were here, at any point in time, you tell me to stop, I'll stop. So, just let's say you wanted to stop there. And the nice thing about this trick is you even can shuffle it if you would like. So you said stop there. So I'm going to take these cards, and from here you can take them and do whatever you want with them. So if you want to put them on the top, you can put them on the top. If you want to put them on the bottom, you can put them on the bottom. And if you want to take, you can split it up into 3 piles. So from here, I'll just do that. I'll have it split up, so you told me to stop there. There's our 3 piles. What I'm going to do from here, I'm going to take this stack, and I'll even cut this stack. You know, why not? Cut the stack. So there's now 3 stacks. And I'm going to put 1 tarot card on top of each, and then this will be your card. So let you get a good look at it. Alright. And I'll hand you this stack, and that's when you would look at it. And you can honestly put this on any of the 3 piles you would like. So, put it right back. Then at this point, stack the piles any way you like, and you could even give them a shuffle. This trick would work better with people, but the premise is still the same. So you'd hand the deck back to me, and I'd start flipping the cards. And this last card here is going to be your card. Ready for it? I'll flip it over right now. So, that's your card. And again, this trick works better with people, actual people who witness it, but for the purposes of this video, since I'm showing you how the trick is done, it also works. If I can get all my cards situated. So, genuinely does not matter. You can hand the spectator the deck, and even for this, when I show you how this is done here, I'll actually just do it randomly. So, you'll have the spectator do a little shuffle, and then I'd get the cards handed back, and you tell the spectator stop whenever. So the real trick here is to memorize the fourth card. That's all you have to do. So while you're doing this, let's just say they said stop there. So all you're doing while these cards are flipped over is memorizing the fourth card. In our case, it would be the Jack of Diamonds. So you collect this pile. You can even make it its own pile. It doesn't matter. And then have them split the deck into 3 piles. Then what you're gonna do is make sure you cut it at least 4 cards in, which I did, and you're just gonna deal 1 on top of each pile, and you're gonna say that this card is going to be their card and to memorize it. And sure enough, of course, it's the Jack of Diamonds. So they got it memorized, and at this point, it doesn't matter where the card ends up because from the very beginning, you knew what the card was. So then at this point, you can tell them, put it in a stack, cut the stacks, combine the stacks. They can shuffle the stacks. It really doesn't matter. And then from here, like I said, it doesn't matter where the card is at. Just start flipping cards. Of course, every time I try this, the card ends up at like the very bottom of the deck. Alright, so there's your card. But the trick here is to skim over it. So you know that that's your card, but me, I'm just going to skim over it. And I just do it as the last card just to make it seem like, you know, ooh, this is the last card, but you already know your card's there. But I'm going to say, alright, I'm going to flip your card over now, which implies that I'm going to flip this card over. So I'm going to say, alright, I'm going to flip your card over now. And you see the card's there, you think the trick's already a bust, but then that's when I take and flip your card over. So, another, honestly, very easy, simple trick. And the nice thing about this one is there's no setup, no nothing. Like I said, you can even hand the spectator the deck, and they can do the shuffle from the very beginning of the trick to make it seem like they're in control. And then from there, like it's, as long as you memorize, and they don't even know they just think all they're worried about is stopping whenever. They're not even worried about you seeing that fourth card. It's a pretty cool one. No setup, no nothing. And actually, this one fools people more than you'd think. Alrighty, so for this next trick, we have all the cards in the deck facing down. And the only 2 cards that have been pulled out of the deck are the 2 black aces. This one is a super simple trick that will actually fool a lot more people than you think. So, I'm going to hand you the 2 black aces, and I'm just going to start dealing cards down. You can tell me at any point to stop. So, alright, let's say you said stop there. So put whichever ace you want facing up, and same thing. We're going to do it one more time. Alright, you want to stop there? That's fine too. Alrighty. And now, I'm going to fan out the cards. And your 2 aces are the only 2 cards that are facing up. But, and here's the big but here, there are 2 more aces hidden in this deck, and you happen to put your card right where those other two aces were. You had two chances, totally random, and you found the other two aces. So, believe it or not, I think I've shown this trick before, but I've tried this in real life on my brothers and my parents, and this one really fools people. It is super, super simple, and it really, really fools them. So, get all my cards together here. Give them a shuffle. So, we can even do the, it literally doesn't matter the color. The only setup to this trick is that a red ace is on the bottom and a red ace is on the top. That is the only trick to this. And what I mean by that is you just tell them to start dealing. Let's say they say stop there. So there's an ace on the bottom here. They'll put their ace on top here. And here's where the sort of trick happens, is that your ace is on the bottom. So you will put that right on top. Now, from here, the other ace is on the bottom. So, as you deal down, let's say they say stop there. The ace goes there, and the other ace goes on top of it. Just then, very simply, you fan them out, and the two cards on top of the two aces are the other two aces. So, it's another incredibly simple trick, and you'd be surprised at how often it fools people. Alright, for this next trick, we have regular set of playing cards, and I'll even flip them over and show you that they are in a random order. And so, how this trick goes is I will give them to you to deal into 4 piles. So from here, I'll just start over here, grab a little bit, make a pile, grab a little bit, make a pile, and then grab a little bit, make a pile. So now we have 4 piles of cards. And from here, we're going to start on this side, and you're going to burn, just like in casinos would, you're going to burn 3 cards to the bottom, and the top 3, 1, 2, 3. So that pile's done. Going to take this pile, 3 to the bottom, and then 1, 2, 3. This pile here, we got 3 to the bottom, 1, 2, 3, and then this stack over here, 3 to the bottom, and we'll do 1, 2, and 3. And again, you cut wherever you decided to get into 4 piles. We've burned 3 cards to the bottom, so the cards should be nice and jumbled up. But this is a magic trick, and so the top cards are all going to be aces. This is another very simple trick. A lot of these tricks require very little, even no setup. So all you're going to do, take the 4 aces, and this one's pretty self-working. You're just going to put the 4 aces on top of the deck. That is it. For the purpose of this trick, I think it's best to actually just leave the 4 aces face up. That way, again, they would be face down for the trick, but when I go through, you can sort of see how this works. So, we're going to start off, set them down. We're going to, and you can really cut any 4 piles. It does not matter. You start on this side, you'll burn 3 cards, which is important. And then 1, 2, 3. Burn 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And even if you want to mix it up even more than this, you can tell them to put them in any 3 piles. So just have them, you can burn 3. You can even say, hey, ask them which pile they want the 3 cards to go on to, just to mix it up. Now this pile, look at this. You're going to burn 3 cards. These are the 3 from the top of those 3. So you're going to burn 3, and then you're going to be placing the aces on top of the other decks. And then this is when the reveal comes. You flip them over, and there you have it. Very simple trick, but the more where it comes to like splitting the decks up into 4, you're moving cards around into different piles, and you're moving cards underneath. It really creates the illusion that the cards that we're looking for, in this case the aces, are getting mixed up. So you're like, wow, cards are being moved to the bottom, they're being put into other piles. It makes you feel like there can't be a trick because the cards are they're all over the place. They're being moved around so much. So that's the nice thing with this trick here. Right, so for this next trick, very simple. Better to do with people, but given the circumstances, we'll make this work. So I have 6 cards here. I'm just going to fan them out. And I would have you, the spectator, pick one. So, in this case, let's say you pick this one. So, I will let you look at it, get a good hit, and at this point, you can take the cards, put the card in there, and you can even give them a shuffle, who cares? Alright, so the point would be as you hand them back to me, and a little pop in circumstance here would say, I'm going to show the cards face up, and I'm going to look at your face and read your micro expressions on your face. You're going to tell me, without telling me, which one of these is your card. So I'm going to start. Okay. So after seeing all the cards, I know that the 6 of Hearts was your card. And again, this works better if there's people around, but they would freak out because they'd ask, oh, did my eye twitch, or did my face do something? And in this case, I picked 6 very easy cards to remember, but you can pick any 6 or even as many cards as you want. The whole purpose of the trick is that how I have it set up, and you can set it up any way you'd like, is that when these cards get fanned out, I already know which of each of these cards is. They don't know that, but I do. So I take the 6 cards. That's always going to be the 6. And in this case, I know it's 2, 4, 6, 8, Jack, and King. Because that's how I'll flip them. Well, it would be like that, but that's how I had it set up. So anything you do after, those cards didn't go back in the right order. That's how I did it, just to make things simple, but it doesn't matter because your card will always be the 6, or this will be the Jack if they pick it, you know. So at that point, it doesn't matter what you shuffle. You want them to think that you're reading their facial expressions, but in reality, you already knew what their card was. So it doesn't matter how it's shuffled, how it's dealt, you already know the card. And so with that, I believe this video is going to come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed a little ASMR card magic. I do enjoy making these videos, and like I said in the beginning, if you want to see videos like this one where I do the trick and then show you how it's done, or if you would prefer it just to be left a mystery and I just do the tricks, or I could even do a video of just doing the tricks and then a separate video showing the tricks. It really doesn't matter to me. Just let me know what you guys prefer, and I will certainly make more ASMR card magic videos in the future. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.